Hi guys, and welcome back to this channel. Now, with that said, in this little box right here, let me roll up my window. In this little box right here, your boy has been saving for paint. And your boy's getting ready to hit the ATM and deposit some cash and order paint. You know what that means? It's time to hammer down on some body work. I know it's cold here in Ohio and we're definitely gonna get to it. But with that said, definitely looking forward to doing the content on this paint job on this truck. So I will say, super excited for this. It's been a long time in the runnings. I went backwards 3 times on paint. I've had the money for paint. You know, stuff comes up. We're all human and we all have bills, so you know, I've kind of went backwards a couple of times. But with that said, definitely looking forward to actually being able to finally paint this truck. I have been waiting for so long to be able to say, hey man, I purchased paint today. And you know, I've had the money for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and you know, I held back, waited, made sure that I had the money that I needed to have for all my bills. So, you know, we're situated on that. So definitely, you know, y'all need to stay tuned because your boy is excited. Your boy is about to finally have the color paint that he wanted for this truck from the get-go. Now, I was gonna do, if anybody remembers me, I used to have a purple Duramax, that purple Duramax on YouTube, where, well, that purple Duramax on TikTok, but a lot of people may not have been around for that portion of, you know, my career on TikTok, so, you know, not a lot of people knew that truck. So this is what color I was originally going to actually do on my purple truck. Instead, I did rattle can, which, you know, kind of blew up and kind of put me on the map a little bit. But with that said, I definitely have been pushing ahead to make sure that I have everything accomplished that I need to get accomplished before I can start body work on this truck, which I'm gonna try this Sunday to make sure that I have more content up for you guys. So I will be doing some form of content. I would love to actually, you know, get out a little bit more, but it's cold. Your boy's still got 2 jackets on and a toboggan. So, you know, if that doesn't explain enough, it definitely has been hard here in Ohio to actually want to get outside and do something in the cold. And I'm sorry, your boy 30 years old and the cold just doesn't hit the same on working on vehicles because your boy don't like to be outside in the cold. But I have been pushing ahead. I've got a lot of content in my little noodle up here that will be getting pushed to you guys as fast as possible. As soon as summer hits, trust me, there will be content up quite frequently. I will be hitting truck shows, I will be doing paint jobs, I will be doing body work, I will be doing, you know, custom work. So if you're looking to stick around for that, all you gotta do is hit that like button and hit a subscribe, because I can assure you one thing, I will push as hard as possible over the next week and a half to make sure that I have everything for paint, I have everything to do body work, and the first chance that I absolutely get to be out here working on this truck and making content for you guys, I will be. Now, I know that I work a lot, so, you know, I do my best on making sure that I actually get content up for you guys. And I know that it has been a long time in the running, and I'm kind of excited to drop the paint color on a lot of people, because this is, if anybody knows me, I always pick out like crazy colors for almost every one of my trucks, just because, you know, your boy extra. And with that said, you know, I have pushed over the past couple of months to make sure that this truck is fully done to actually make sure that I'm gonna make it perfect. And I know that that sounds crazy, because here's the problem that I have. So if I make this truck perfect, which is kind of crazy coming from me, because, you know, I just like throw it together and I'm happy with it, but it's on a different realm. I don't plan on driving this thing every single day once it's completely done, because I don't want to fuck it up, but I do want to enjoy it. So I will be hitting truck shows, and I will be hitting, you know, everything that I possibly can. So if y'all can see me out there and y'all are in Ohio, trust me, y'all will probably see this truck a lot this year, whether it is on Facebook, whether it is on Instagram, whether it is on TikTok, or whether you're seeing it on YouTube or in person. Trust me, you're gonna see this truck. And I will say, it has been a long time in the running to get it to where it is now. Over July last year, it was hit. I did my Cadillac Escalade front end. I did the cow hood. It still needs to be finished. I still got some alignment issues that I still need to mess with, which, you know, it's a lot harder said than done, because, you know, it's been cold out for number one. Number two, this front end was never meant to be put on a... Now, if I did a 1500, the front end would be so much easier to put together and put on. Like, I cannot even begin to explain to you of how much of a headache it was to go with a 1500 front end, and I'll throw that in air quotations, because basically a Escalade is a 1500 platform. So I had to go from a 1500 platform to a 2500 platform. Now, the core support is different. Solved that problem, you know, did my best. I still got my bumper support, and I will be trying to get everything like slowly lined up, because I will be posting a video on here so you guys can see, like, you know, how it was done for the most part, because I do need to situate my fenders a little bit better, and I do need to resituate my hood a little bit better so it all fits correctly, or close. I'll be happy if it's just like close to correctly. And I know what you're thinking, like, you're spending a lot of time here lately in your truck. And I will say this, like I said, it's been hard. I live in Ohio. It's been like cold lately. And, you know, your boy works basically 2 jobs, tries everything that he can to make sure that you guys have content up. I've been doing really great on making sure that I get content up as much as I possibly can, because not a lot of people see, like, the backstory of actually how this is getting done or how it's doing. You know, most people just see, like, the videos of after it's done, you know, on TikTok, because I don't really post a lot on Instagram, because, you know, I hate Instagram. I've never figured out, and I never get no views off of Instagram. I get the same 4 people. So, long story short, you know, I have tried really, really hard here lately to make sure that I have content for you guys as fast as possible, and I've been doing really good on it. So, you know, it's been really fun actually learning how to edit these videos and actually be able to transition from TikTok to YouTube, which has been absolutely fun. And I'm sorry, I'm driving right now and your boy has to look over a 6-inch cow, so it's extra fun going around curves. So, you know, I have literally tried everything that I possibly can to make sure that I have content up regularly now, because I want to make sure that YouTube gets the full gist of the backstory of where the truck's going and what I'm doing. So, with that said, you know, definitely excited for the next couple of steps. Like I said, your boy has been saving for a while, and it's been going into the Cadillac box for paint. And paint has finally became obtainable because the bills wasn't crazy, you know, had some decent sales on, you know, TikTok, and, you know, I've been doing really, really good with, you know, tucking back cash when I can. And that's another thing. Like, I have a stay-at-home wife and I have a child and I have bills to pay. So I got to do all of my mods on my truck on a budget, which, you know, I'm hoping one day I can get this up going good enough that it is actually worth it for me to actually post on YouTube. Because I can tell you this, I spent 5 years getting to where I am on TikTok, and I'm hoping to, in a shorter amount of time, build a following on YouTube, because I know a lot of you guys coming from YouTube or coming from TikTok to YouTube has been a definite challenge. But I have a lot of people that want to follow the build a little bit closer, or follow what I'm doing a little bit closer. I have a lot of people that have followed me since my purple truck, and my purple truck kind of like broke the internet. And I'm cool with that, because your boy has definitely been trying his hardest to make sure that this one is definitely going to break the internet. Because I'm sorry, I'm a 90s baby. So early 90s into 2000s, you wasn't cool if you didn't have a Cadillac Escalade swapped front end on the front of your GMC Sierra or Chevy 1500. I'm sorry, I'll tell you this, absolutely love the look of my truck. Absolutely one of the best decisions that I ever made with this truck. And I will say, it has definitely been a fun experience up to now, because now we're getting to the point to where it's time to throw this thing together and get some paint on it. Let's get some color on this thing, because it definitely deserves it. Now, with that said, there's a lot of little minor imperfections that need fixed first. And by minor, I mean I'm gonna have a lot that I have to do bodywork wise. And I mean, the truck is basically rust free on the rockers, so, you know, I'm not pressed on that. The bedside's starting to get some bubbling. I live in Ohio. It's case in point, it's gonna happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it has definitely been a journey up to here, and it's definitely gonna be actually filmed when I actually get the chance to actually do the body work on this. Trust me, it's gonna be great. I can't wait to show you guys. Now, we're about to pull up to the bank real quick, so I'm gonna pause the video and we'll come back right after I put money in. Your boy is literally about to put money in so he can finally afford his paint. So we'll be right back. Your boy finally did it. And with that said, we're gonna be hitting that buy button. So if y'all are looking to stay tuned to see the paint color, we will be dropping that as soon as it gets here. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you watching. Hope everybody has a great evening. Happy Friday, guys.